How to shop for the lowest VA mortgage rate in 2025. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, I'm a mortgage lender. I'm licensed in 48 states. I'm currently the #1 VA loan officer in America. I do a lot of VA and I look at a lot of loan estimates. So the most important thing I have to say is VA does not set the rates. They also do not set the lender fees. The reason why I'm saying this so strongly is because there's a lot of lenders out there that tell veterans, oh yeah, VA sets the rates. We're VA. Like they lie and say they're VA, or you might think they're VA and they just like go with it. VA itself does not recommend lenders. They do not refer you to lenders. They do not set the rates and they do not set the lender fee. Okay, VA sets the fee for two things. Number one, the funding fee. That is if you don't receive VA disability, you will pay the funding fee. This is publicly available online. They also set the appraisal fee. That's right. And that's because every single lender is going to order that appraisal through VA. So they assign the appraiser and they set the fee. Now, does VA have maxes on what a lender can charge you? Yes, but does a lender have to charge you that? No. And that's one of the big things I'll see people tell veterans, oh, well, yeah, we're charging you the VA allowable amount. And that sounds like super official. It sounds like, okay, VA approves this. And it's like, no, there's a lot of lenders out there. Like we waive our lender fee on VA and there's a lot of lenders that do, so assuming you have to pay 1% origination or 1 point, I wouldn't make that assumption, okay? Shop around. Now, the next thing is the rates. VA does not set the rates, and it's imperative that you shop your lender. There's a lot of times that people go, oh yeah, I was sent to this lender, my buddy went there, they're one of the biggest VA lenders, they must have such good rates. No, I'm thinking of a couple right now. If you know who I'm thinking of, drop it in the comments. I can't say because of FTC rules. No, there's like two of the largest VA lenders. They're charging way too much. Like literally if someone says, oh, I'm working with, I go, cool, I'll beat them. And they're like, don't you want to know what I'm being charged? I'm like, I already know what they're charging. They're charging XYZ and XYZ. And they're like, actually, they're charging me more on the rate. And I'm like, oh my God. That's the thing. We'll see stuff. We had one recently where a veteran was being charged $17,000 for a 5.99% interest rate. We got them 6%, so 0.01 higher for $0. Like, $17K for 0.01, I see it every day. And it's really upsetting. So it's really important that even if your buddy went there, even if they have this great marketing and you go to their website and it's like, Bob just got a loan, Jane just got a loan, 5-star review, 5-star review. It doesn't mean the rates and fees are good. It means they have super good marketing. They may have very good customer service, but it doesn't mean you're getting a good deal. And look, you're watching this video because you want to get a good deal. Now, the next thing I hear is, okay, well, it's a credit union that I bank with. Okay, look, let's be real. Some of the credit unions are really good at pricing. And there's one I'm thinking of right now where I never know. Sometimes they are just going to beat me to death and I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm going to be like, you have to go to them, because when they want loans, they go to the floor. They're below the floor. But then they catch up, right? It's always a balancing act. So you may call them on a Tuesday and they may be incredibly low. You may get into contract a month later and they may be charging points for both origination and to buy down the rate now. So it's really important that you recognize just because you have a banking relationship with someone, it doesn't mean you're going to get a better deal. So it doesn't mean you shouldn't talk to them. Of course, talk to them, see what their rates and fees are. That's what this video is about. The video is about making sure that you guys are getting a good deal and you're not ending up in a predatory position, because that's what I've seen for years that drives me crazy. I say it all the time. I will retire when veterans are known as the most aggressive rate shoppers. I don't know a world where it makes sense that someone should pay $17,000 more for the same loan for 0.01 in rate. It's like less than $3. It was crazy, but we see it all the time. And it's because veterans are not known to shop. They're known to trust. So if they see a name that's military related, if a buddy went there, if they've seen all the ads, they assume that they're gonna get a good deal. And also, you would assume that VA wouldn't let something this crazy happen. There's a limit to what they can control. It's that simple, you know, and like doing as many VA loans as I do think that VA really wants to get veterans into houses. I think the underwriting's really smart. I love the way the appraisals are done. I think it's a great program. I just think as a veteran, you really need to shop your rate and fee. Now, the other thing I'll hear a lot is oh, just go to a broker. Brokers are better. Okay, here's the deal. So brokers will be like, oh, I shop for the lowest rate for you. Do they? And also here's the thing. You may have a broker that's only trying to make a couple $100 a loan. You could have another one that's trying to make $20,000 a loan. There's no set amount that the individual has to make. That's with all lenders, okay? You can talk to lenders at the same company and get different rates and fees based on how much that loan officer is trying to make. Sounds crazy, I know. So here's the deal. Talk to a couple different lenders. Make sure the lenders you're talking to you actually trust, and make sure they'll talk to you about rates and fees. They'll put pen to paper and show you the math. If they're hesitant to do that, it's because they know they suck. I'm sorry, I know that's crude, but it's true. The lenders who don't want to talk about rates, they don't want to talk about fees because they know the minute they do, you're gone. You're gone. So look, am I a bank? No. And also on the bank front, like I rarely see them beat anyone. Am I a credit union? No. I think some of the credit unions can be crazy competitive. Am I one of those lenders that has military or veterans in the title? No. And I think you need to shop them hard. Okay, everyone you need to shop hard, so I don't want to play favors. Do I think brokers always have the best rates? No, it depends on the individual broker and how much they're trying to make. Now, I work for what's known as a mortgage company, so I'm considered a retail lender. Do retail lenders always have the best rates? That's your movement, cross-country rate? No. Same thing. It's going to go back to the loan officer. And I'm going to tell you, there's some companies that literally their pricing on VA is so offensive, it doesn't even matter. And that's where it gets tricky, because you may be like, my friend, like we served together and they're at XYZ Mortgage, they're going to get me a great deal, but they can't even do it because that company just charges a lot for VA loans. Like it's a thing. So, you know, even where I work, okay, the interest rate you pay is based on the loan officer. So my business is set up like Costco, right? With much better customer. Costco has good customer service, honestly, like they really do. Look, I do a lot of loans every single month, and that makes it so that I don't have to make as much on every single loan. You know, we waive our lender fee, our rates are incredibly competitive. So at least chat with us. Like have me on your list as someone to talk to. And look, if someone's beating me, I'll be like, you should go with them. And I'll take it to my company and say, how dare you? I get really, if you guys heard some of those calls, you'd be like, wow, she does. I'll be like, how dare you? Have someone look at it, okay? My number is 786-933-2077. You can call, you can text. Look, we don't charge to look at loan estimates. If we can beat it, cool. We're gonna step in, we're gonna save you some money. If we think it's good, we're gonna be like, kudos, because we want good lenders in the industry. I am not gonna work forever, and I want to make sure that there's a lot of people out there that are supporting veterans and getting them good rates and fees. So I hope this video was helpful, but please, no matter what, make sure you're comparing a couple different lenders, and really, seriously, just because your friend went there doesn't mean they know anything about rates and fees. And the money that I see people get charged when they shouldn't, it's bad, guys. It's really bad. So anyways, I won't go on for days, but thank you for watching. Check with us. Thanks.